Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along, so welcome, welcome, welcome. And we've made it, it's Friday. Well, it's Friday here anyhow, so thank goodness it's Friday. First up for the little censor bots, entertainment only, allegedly entertainment only, all the rest of it. So thank you for joining me. Okay. Yes, I have finally pulled the pin and off to see the doctor about my eyes. It just they flare up, they go down, they flare up, they go down. So I'm heading to the doctor's on Thursday next week to actually get them properly sorted. Hopefully, touch wood. And so let's just see how that goes. It's not affecting my eyesight at all. It's not affecting my sleep at all. I've changed diet. I've changed washing powders to something that's really earth friendly. So goodness knows, goodness knows, but we'll get it sorted. Okay, on to what is actually important, and what a week. Oh my goodness, feels like it's been the longest week in the history of weeks between the personal stuff with Spot and property purchases and blah, 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 blah here, and then what's going on the international stage. It's literally fingernail hanging on, so I haven't cut my nails yet. I'm hanging on by those poor little fingernails. Let's start with, okay, I actually want to have, I'm going to have a bit of a look in regards to this. Why not? Too much news, not enough gossip is not healthy for anybody. I want to have a look at Melania suing Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden has come out, and as well as the interviewer Callahan have come out and basically said, go for it. Callahan, the interviewer on, I believe it was Channel 5, received basically a demand to remove the video for YouTube and a formal apology from Hunter Biden for claiming on their channel, allegedly, again, entertainment only, that Melania and the Orange Twerp met each other through Epstein. Callahan has come out, and so Biden's just said two words, one began with F, and Callahan said if they want to sit down for a deposition to clarify the nature of the relationship with Epstein and all the known associates around them at the time that they met, then I can provide the platform. So he's called their bluff. The Orange Twerp has come out and supported Melania's court case. Basically, what did he come out and say? I've done pretty well on lawsuits lately. I say go forward. Epstein had nothing to do with Melania and I introducing. Okay, that's not real English. Melania and I introducing. But they do that. They make up stories. It's so hard to read his word salad. It's so hard because logically the brain trips on them because what he says doesn't make sense. But what's basically happened is Melania's now found herself backed into a corner that she has to go ahead with it because the Orange Twerp has come out and said that. Now, apparently Melania arrived in the US in 1996 for modelling. Let us put it that way. Green carded in 2001, so between 1996 and 2001, whatever she was doing in the US was not legal. She married in 2006, but she didn't, to the Orange Twerp, but she didn't actually become 2005, but didn't become a citizen until 2006. So really interesting timelines there. But what I want to have a look at is basically, well, I'm going to use the yes-no cards. Will she continue with the lawsuit? She's been backed into a corner to, the Orange Twerp pulled out of the one with Murdoch once it came to, well, you've actually got to have a chat to us. Oh, I couldn't possibly do that. So will the lawsuit, Melania against Channel 5, Callahan, Biden, you've also got to remember, no, I'm just going to say, getting a double no. No, No. What's on the other side? No. Yeah, 3 no's. Um, I mean, they relentlessly went after Hunter Biden with lies and falsehoods for 4 or 5 years, including, showing nudie photographs of him, all sorts of wild accusations that were just proven to be untrue, but the accusations kept coming. Okay, well, if it's a no, I don't see the lawsuit continuing. Where do I go with this reading? What I might to go continue with it is now that that's been put out there. So I don't the lawsuit. No, oh, there's Bindi heading up the hallway. Well, as I split the deck, we've got the Hermit, which is about isolation, investigation, shining a light in the dark, and then we've got betrayal. Treason, betrayal, heartbreak, despair. Now, if you're wondering what deck I'm using, it's the Trip and Wait Tarot. If you miss it, rewind the video and pause it. It's a bit of a fun deck. So I'm getting that the court case won't continue, but how is it actually going to proceed? Because now that the Orange Twerp has stepped in and basically said, I've done pretty well on lawsuits lately, I say go forward. Epstein had nothing to do with Melania and I introducing, but they do that, they make up lies on his Untruth Social. How is it actually going to proceed? Because they'll get to a certain point and then, okay, thank you. I'm getting there, the distraction. Just the same with the Murdoch one in Florida because they didn't get the judge they were wanting. It was quietly withdrawn. The Orange Twerp going against Murdoch for publishing the birthday card. How's this going to proceed? How is this court case going to proceed? Come on down, let's have a look. Okay, how's it going to proceed? Ooh, okay. Yeah, not liking what they're offered. They may not get a judge that they like, not a friendly judge, or just simply now that their bluff has been called, they're going to sulk for a while. So it feels like almost like a delay tactic. Now that their bluff has been called, they're going to sulk for a while and delay. Okay, let's see where it goes. Yeah, moving on. Taking taking their lawsuit and slipping out of town, basically. Going to move on. I just think they're going to delay till people forget about it and then they'll just quietly withdraw it. The Ace of Cups, the energy that this case is stewing in is, well, new revelations about partnerships. Emotional partnerships is the energy that the case is stewing on, or that they're simply stewing in. So, and you've got the two doves at the top, the two lovebirds there. I will ask in a minute if it's actually true, whether they did meet. And then I want to have a look at Lowney's book that I believe comes out today. Nightmare situation in the past. Legal nightmare situation. They're damned if they do and damned if they don't type thing. What do we do with this? Okay. And crowding the reading, the guru, the higher authorities, the judge, potentially, the legal system. They're going to wait until a judge has been allocated to it, is what I'm getting. So the energy over it is the judge that they get. Okay, let's see where this goes. Yeah, the immediate future in regards to this court case, they're out of there. Leaving the money behind and going. The investigation, I think, would be very uncomfortable for them. The Hermit, the shining the light in the dark. And, well, if I say internally, it was a bullseye hit. It is the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm going to call it the bullseye hit, is what I'm feeling there. Karma coming and biting them on the bum. I mean, yeah, they did. I'm just going to say, allegedly, entertainment only. My feels is yes, they did meet through Epstein. Okay, smoke and mirrors, trying to cloud the situation here. Poor choices, delusional choices. Yeah, I'm just getting it was a bullying tactic. Okay, the outcome, the gift that keeps on giving from the past, the Epstein files that are just not going away. So someone's offered, you got this, the young children, the young children, the Epstein file that will just not go away. They'll reach a legal crossroads. Page of Swords, and then some sort of announcement will come forwards in regards to it, and then I'll try and balance things out. The Orange Twerp may not even be in power by then. They're going to then try and detoxify, and I just think they're just going to quietly back out of it. The Hanged Man, strung up, exposed, things being stopped because they don't want the secrets getting out. The Chariot, again, the movement forward, feels like it's been stopped and then just walking away. You've got the abuse of power, the betrayal, the deceit, the lies about, okay, let me just say, it is the only queen in the deck sitting there with full frontal, with her knees apart. It can be the prostitution card. Hate to say it about any of the queens in the deck, but if there's going to be a prostitution card, this is it. The Queen of Wands. Information about Melania being, how do I put this without getting into really big trouble? Melania being used as an escort. Let me put it that way. Used as an escort. The information is just too big. They're going to try and keep a lid on it. And then we've got the Sun card. So things are going to be revealed. Okay, thank you. That's taking me down a little bit of a rabbit hole there. In that, what's that popped off? Ooh, secrets coming to the surface. Secrets coming to the surface, being revealed. Okay, so what it feels like is now that this is in the public light, God, he's an idiot, the Orange Twerp. If he just shut up about it and didn't say anything, it would have pretty much died a natural death, this story. But because he can't keep his mouth shut, I bet you, because he can't keep his mouth shut despite his mind is trying to do so, and Melania trying to do so, about this relationship, it's now gained again a life of its own. So let's have a look. Will information come out about okay, I want that one. Okay, how do I word this though? They want that card. So pretty much, how do I word this? Because this has been thrust into the public spotlight due to the lawsuit, like if she hadn't bought a lawsuit and then the Orange Twerp doubled down on it, God, he's an idiot. Now that this has happened, will it gain a life of its own and the information come out? I put it, you want that one on the top. I don't know what it is. Oh gosh. Okay. Put some really interesting, just pop up some really interesting videos on my post section about oh gosh, the interconnections going back forever. So go to maighstirtarot under any video and it'll take you to the main page and go into the post section. They're only short, they're only about 3 minutes long, part 1 and part 2. Okay. Trying to juggle this information, trying to juggle the documents, however, unbalanced on this rocking deck with the ships out to sea. Okay, so is it going to get a life of its own and the information come out? They're trying to work out how to spin this. Right, there's solid information in the past, and there may even be money trails. So their challenge, and I'm talking about Melania and the orange twerp, their challenge is going to be the actual evidence. That's what their challenge is going to be, the actual evidence. They're trying to work out how to spin it, but it's out there. Right, the energy that they're stewing in is basically they're feeling like they've been strung upside down, and there's just nowhere for them to go. In the past, the high priestess, secrets being revealed, coming out, feminine secrets, female secrets that they've tried to keep hidden, but they've come out. And crowning this reading again, another two. So we had the Two of Pentacles, now we've got the Two of Wands, sitting in front of the swamp behind them, trying to barricade, legally barricade with the arms crossed, trying to deflect. Okay, let's see where this goes. The King of Pentacles, because this is not just about the twerp and Melania. There are other wealthy white men, elderly wealthy white men, who would be exposed, is what I'm getting here. And speaking of which, Grindr and other dating, same-sex dating apps have come out and stated that if SCOTUS rules against same-sex marriage, that they'll release the congressional members that were on their platforms at the time of the RNC, remembering that Grindr crashed because of the amount of logins at the during the RNC conference. Okay, I'm getting this isn't orange twerp. This is other oligarchs, other moneyed men who were involved. Okay, we've got here externally the Empress. The power is in the hands of the women, is what the victims, the survivors. I call them survivors because yes, they were victims, but it gives the connotation of them still being victims, and they're not. They are powerful women. They are survivors. For me, if you want to call them victims, fine. We know who you're talking about, but just understand that. So it's very much about believing the women, and there were, don't get me wrong, there were boys as well. The girls are now women. There were boys as well, but I explained in a past video about how statistically how long it takes for a woman to come out and report abuse versus how long it takes for a man to come out. And women is about 10 years on average, and men are about 30 years because of the processing of what happened to them. And some never ever come out and report or reveal what happened. Okay, so we've got the moneyed oligarchs. We've got the Empress card here. The throwing under the bus, the infighting. Oh, I just heard someone has said to the orange twerp, why the F did you do that? I expect that social media post will be taken down. Why the F did you do that? Okay, somebody ain't happy with them. So this is the unraveling from within the ranks. The hopes and fears. Trying to secure their position. Might even be Felon and Melania, because this is a male and female, get tossed out of their ranks for daring to do this. Now that's going to take me down another rabbit hole. Let's have a look. The lies, trying to sneak out of camp and steal. I'm asking about the process of this court case. So this is almost like a cover-up. There's some snippets that are left. Oh, gosh. Gosh. I just got these two swords left here, are the orange twerp and Melania, and the rest of these oligarchs are getting out of Dodge as fast as they can. And there's the bullseye card, the Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, betrayed, loss, heartbreak, despair, but betrayed. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles can be a new opportunity that is presented, but it's literally dripping through their hands. There's Melania with her back up against this unyielding wall with her message, her singular message, but boy, oh boy. And then the inability to harvest what they have sown. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, the mercenary, offering information, the Moon, secrets being revealed, the Four of Swords, been forced legally to retreat, but you've got the Hermit, you've got Epstein, you've got the King of Swords, Four of Pentacles, desperately trying to hold on to the information, the Seven of Wands, wild-eyed, crazy, defending their position, and the Tower moment. Walking away, trying to spin it, not going to work. They have, I'm just going to say, these two have opened a can of worms that others, moneyed others, are not happy with. Okay, let's have a look at that. Is that out in the cold? And then that Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, feels like others cutting their losses and going, we're out of here. We're out of here. So what's going to happen? The others that would be exposed now that this has been revealed. It's not like we didn't know, duh. The talk is that they were introduced at the Kit Kat Club, whatever that is. Sounds like a chocolate bar to me. The Kit Kat Club, but the first time they actually had relations was on Ep's plane. And I really get the feel that she absolutely knocked his socks off and then withheld, if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, and then withheld her services until she got a ring on it, or the promise of a ring on it. So let's have a look. What are the others? What are those that risk being exposed if a deposition is held? Going to do about this. Come on down, let's have a look. The Ace of Swords. Piercing through the crown. Legal, huge new legal start. Or this can be strategy, strategizing. Okay. Pardon me. Their challenges is they were caught unexpectedly. They were caught unexpectedly by this action that was taken. I'm really feeling that somebody did not check the Orange Twerp's social media post before it went out there. So they've been caught on the hop, something unexpected out of left field, the fish in the cup. Okay. The energy that they're going to stew in is they're looking at what they can do about damage control with that Seven of Pentacles. There's one pentacle out, fallen off the vine. There are 6 still on the vine. They're looking at what they can do for damage control in regards to the information, because there's that one pentacle that came out, that popped out with that Page of Pentacles in the past. Knight of Pentacles here, trying to stop any more information coming out. Yeah. What the F did you do? What? Oh. immediate future, abuse of power, but also walking away. They're going to abandon and walk away from the orange twerp is what I'm getting. There's some interesting stuff going on here because okay, thank you. He says stuff to brag and make himself feel powerful and important, but man, he lets some stuff out that he really should not be telling. So this is in response to this idiocy, this betrayal. They're going to walk away from him. Behind the scenes, externally, they're planning what to do about this. This might escalate his removal amongst everything. Oh my goodness, it feels like we're playing a Jenga, huge tower of Jenga, where every block that's pulled out has us holding our breath. And every block that's pulled out is part of another segment of what will bring this whole thing crashing down. And again, it feels like this is just something else. So behind the scenes, they're talking amongst themselves, trying to work out damage control. Okay. Internally, the Page of Swords. Basically, I suspect they're telling him to drop the case. Hopes and fears, the Hanged Man being strung out to dry. What are they going to do about it? The Six of Pentacles. Choke off the felon's money supply, perhaps. Okay. And again, the bullseye card. When I said choke off his money supply, bullseye. And then we've got the treason and betrayal card again. The manipulation, the magician, and the high priestess. These are mirror cards. Magician, look over here while that's happening over there. Secrets being revealed. You've got the legacy here. You've got the agreements that are being made. This is also, I'm just drawn to the decrepit looking king, old man in the front there. And now, not to say that all old men are decrepit looking, but he looks like he's on his last legs. And some sort of agreement that's made. Perhaps to send him overseas with that Three of Wands. Coming in, going out. I don't think they're going to throw him to the wolves as such. I think they're just going to quietly withdraw support. They're not going to say anything. There's not going to be, I never met the guy. I think they're just going to quietly, because he cannot shut up. Is that right? Just 3 cards. Are the oligarchs, the others that are worried about what will be revealed if this is pursued. You've got the Justice card, actions having consequences. Will they withdraw support? Will they withdraw support of the orange twerp? You've got the Justice card here. Actions having consequences, but also justice itself. You've got the independent, moneyed females, a powerful female coming forward that is going to release the secrets. Release information. What have we got going on here? They're trying to sneak out of camp, but I think they're going to be revealed. loss, disappointment, heartbreak, throwing under the bus, big information coming out, judgment about partnerships and relationships. I don't think they can stop this. I just don't think they can stop this. I think Melania and the Orange Twerp are going to quietly drop the case, but somebody else is going to pick it up. Another organisation is going to pick it up because now that it's out there, okay, let me have a look. When the case is dropped, is Callahan, the interviewer, and Biden, Hunter Biden, going to sue to have this case, to have this actually heard, the deposition to come out? Is anybody, is somebody, they've called the bluff, this information to come out? Yes. Remember that was over here? We had the justice, powerful female, new court case. I think somebody's going to continue it. Six of Pentacles. And then the Seven of Cups. The investigation, an announcement coming forward with the Page of Wands, and it's going to be a really, really heavy case to hear. You've got the Orange Twerp with the Emperor, an offer being made. He's going to be on the back. There's going to be this defence. Who's defending? I think that they've got the goods. Whoever this independent female is, she's got the goods. I don't know who it is. She's not going to let it go. It's not Melania. I'm just telling you, it's not Melania. It's not Callahan. It's not Hunter Biden. I don't know who this is, but she has got it and she wants it out there. And she is going to bring it. You've got the King of Swords. You've got the Epstein files. Full exposure. Tower moment. Ace of Cups. Judgment. Okay. Watch this space. What has happened with Melania threatening and then the twerp doubling down on it has put the spotlight on this. And what I feel is going to happen is that, I don't think that independent female is Melania, because I don't think she actually wants this to come out. This is somebody who wants the truth to come out. And I think somebody else is going to take up the baton there. Okay, I don't know who it is. Right, let's have a very, very quick look. Apparently, is it Andrew Lowney? No, can't remember his first name. I did have a look, but Lowney, Lownie. Book being released today on Prince Andrew. Years and years of interviews. There's a lot in it, 450 pages. Apparently including Andrew's years with Epstein, which means that he would have had associations with the Orange Twerp, entertainment only again. Sorry, the light's shifting here. Let's have a look. What's going to be the outcome for the Orange Twerp in regards to this Launi book on Prince Andrew. Page of Swords. There are some home truths that are going to come out, like a whistleblower. The challenge is the information is going to be out there on the world scene. Got the Justice card at the base. Actions having consequences, but what does they mean? Legal action. Let's see where we go. Trying to keep a lid on the relationships with the Queen of Cups in the past. The Three of Wands at the top here. The ship's going out. The merchant watching his ships leave the shore. The messaging getting out there. The Page of Pentacles in the immediate future. Looking at the information. Be careful what you wish for externally, because you've got the court case here. I think he might sue. Internally, the Queen of Swords, so this is about a strategy. Hopes and fears, nightmare situation. The outcome, some sort of agreement, financial agreement come to. Oh, I hope not. Queen of Wands. And then the Empress. And then an announcement coming from the White House. And the end. I mean, goodness me, talk about a toxic president. I think he's going to sue, and there's going to be some sort of financial agreement that they'll come to. But I mean, the information will be out there. And it might be then the announcement that he steps down. Because what's coming out about girls, young girls, is just going to be too much. It's almost like there's going to be a financial settlement, then there's going to be an announcement that the orange twerp steps down. Some sort of, yeah, I feel like there's going to be, I feel like he's going to sue, but it's going to feel like it's just one more Jenga piece that's just going to be too far. Okay, I'm going to end that there. Love to you all. Take care.